Hello, good day. My name is Asaolu, wellness coach and a thought leader. Here, day 8 of 10-day speaking challenge with Dr Gbenga Asaolu. Let's watch a video. It's like a combo of so many speakers, but we have to choose any which we will need to speak about. So I am speaking about Simon Sinek and excerpts of what he talked about, and also Isaac Sewenga. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that well. So I'm going to be starting with Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek is a world-known speaker, and what he talked about really hit me, and I can say yes, everybody is in that attitude, that web. He talked about you coming as a speaker, you showing up to give, not really showing up to take from your audience. Unlike, he cited an example about that, and you see, for every slide of the speaker, for every question among the crowd, from the audience, you hear them say, "Get back to my book." The answer is there. "Oh, buy this my course." The answer is there. "Oh, I'm going to be signing an autograph for everyone that does this and does that." And for every slide, in case on the presentation PowerPoint, you have your handles, your pages, the link to your pages, the link to your website, the link to your mail, and all that. And it shows that really behind it all, it seems that everyone is trying to praise themselves, trying to get more links, trying to get more money. Fine, in the advent of we wanting to earn, we should still know how to learn. Come to give. Come with the attitude to give. Come with the attitude to give and not just to take. Beyond coming to wow the audience, come with this attitude to genuinely give out what you have learned so far. And that is what has helped him. Just come in with that attitude to give and not just take, either by cunning means, consciously or unconsciously. So I learned that from Simon Sinek, and that rings well with me. Then to Isaac Sewenga, he spoke about the A's of public speaking. A's of public, he mentioned 3 A's. And the first one he mentioned was authentic engagement. Oh no. Authentic engagement, it entails you being yourself first. Be authentic before you can engage with your audience. He spoke about him trying to know how to engage his audience, and he asked his family and friends, his close allies, that's family, to know which one is better. For example, with or without PowerPoint presentation. Like, is it good to go if he presents with or without PowerPoint? And amazingly, he said he had 12 polls. 6 of them went for without PowerPoint presentation, and 6 went for with PowerPoint presentation, and they had their justifiable reasons. Like, you need a backup, and some say, fine, you're good to go without it, you're genius, you're intelligent, you're all that, you're all this. And he said, okay, in this kind of situation, we have 6 emerging. So how do we strike the balance out? And he noticed that the only person he had not asked was him. Ask yourself before you go out for other people's opinion. Even you yourself, as funny as it may sound, you have not finished discovering who you are. So how do you think people's opinion external will be able to give you the best opinion or best poll about you? Ask yourself first before you go for other people's opinion. You are authentic. It is your people smell when you are real. They can perceive it when you are real. I'm not just trying to imitate a speaker in line with your niche in your industry. They know it even when you tend to imitate their methods, you try to import how they speak. Let your realness show. You have your brain, use it. The second one is awareness connects the speaker to the audience. Be self-aware. Know yourself before you know the audience. Know the audience they are going to meet, the kind of gathering it is, what they comprise of, the kind of energy you take to the gathering is determined by this. Be self-aware, be audience-aware, and be flexible. Yes, flow. Be malleable. Pardon me. Be malleable with your situation, with the audience. You might be giving info about the audience, and it happens that you didn't end up meeting the same thing described to you, be willing to adapt. You must be able to adapt. You're a human being. You have the power to adapt. That's the second point. Be self-aware, be audience aware. It connects you as a speaker to the audience. Now to the third point. Third point is audacity inspires. Be audacious, be bold. Being bold is not the absence of fear. Honestly, being bold is not the absence of fear. And in order to maneuver your way through being audacious, you can tell a story. You mentioned something that resonated with me. Never tell a story without making a point, and never make a point without telling a story. Most of TEDx talks that have really won the speeches, they have been the ones wound around stories. Learn to tell a story well to make your point, and don't make a point without telling a story. Is that okay? So remember, audacity inspires and informs. That's the third point. So we've talked about 4 points from 2 different speakers. Simon Sinek talking about going out with the mindset to give and not to receive. Then Isaac Sewinger talking about 3 A's of public speaking, and one of them is be authentic. It engages. Be authentic and ask yourself what you resonate with most before you ask others. Then be self-aware. Be aware of where you're going to also, and be able to be flexible, okay, with the situation and the audience on it on ground, so as not to fix yourself to one kind of set of audience you can be called to come and speak to. It can hinder you from expanding. Okay, then the last one is audacity inspires and informs. And you can break through your fear. You can be bold by telling stories. You can be wrong by telling stories. Stories stick. It's like the mind can be so magnetic with pictures, motion. So try to make them remember the points by painting pictures, motion pictures, stories to them. Thank you so much. Let me know what you learned in the comment section below. This is the day 8. Thank you.